going?
On my phone it is, but I'm turning.
Oh no! You need to turn that thing down.
There we go.
Hey, my little 12 people. Hey guys, I miss y'all. I miss human
Hi,
contact.
everybody.
Yeah, we've been on a. I've been depressed. That's my problem. So I don't know. It hit me. It hit me so freaking hard. I looked at the Smule videos or whatever, and I just like
Yeah, I about lost my mind when
out.
those came out.
Hey.
I don't know how they were not found way before.
I mean, I knew they were there, but I just never went there. I didn't. I was postponing the inevitable. I still haven't looked at Tylee's. Like I can't. I've looked at the Lori's and hey. I know. I'm sorry, y'all.
I listened to
Rotary
I
dial.
listened to about 4 or 5 of them, and I couldn't anymore.
Yeah, we're talking about the Smule videos. That just I don't know. I mean, we saw it in the data dump, whatever you call it.
Right.
But I just like I knew. It's like I knew, but I didn't know. I didn't know I was gonna see face. You know, he's so gross. He's so gross. I feel like he's looking in my soul. So I'm like,
Wait,
break contact.
whose face did you see?
Alex.
You mean actually singing them?
Yeah.
What the hell? I didn't see that. I just heard it. I just heard. Huh?
There's a couple with Alex's face. It's
You're
weird.
kidding me.
No, I'd play it, but I'll get a damn copyright strike. I think. Will I?
No. I mean, I don't think Smule's going to hit you with a copyright strike.
Right. Well, I mean, YouTube will. um, I don't know how to go get them. I can play them on my phone.
Just yeah, pull it up there, and so I know what to look for later. When
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure y'all went and looked at the Smule videos that Annie talked about. Okay, I'm lost.
because I thought it was just them singing. I didn't see no actual people moving and singing. Wow,
Oh, my damn light.
you have got to be kidding me! How did I miss that? Okay, well,
Isn't it
huh.
creepy? And look
Dude
what's
looks
behind
like he looks
him.
like he's a half stoned.
I know. That's his sultry face, I guess. But this temple's right behind him.
Hmm. And you see what he was looking at, didn't you?
Mm, yeah, young girl. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
He was looking a little down south from her chin.
Yeah. And then this is another one. This is Zombie Crazy is her handle name. Like a stone.
Wow, I did not see that at all.
Like, that's the limo. I was like, no, girl. My best friend, she doesn't follow the case. So, hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
Hey, everyone.
It's good to see y'all.
Wow, I'm absolutely mind blown right now from seeing that.
It's okay. So I'm sorry. I just laid that on you. It's
Wow.
it's triggering. I'll tell you that.
Hmm.
I don't have an account,
No,
Stephanie.
I don't either.
Thank you for the thoughtful words too, Stephanie. That was so sweet. She had left something in my comments. She was like, "Are you okay? I'm worried about you." I was like, "How'd you know?" I don't know. It's like, hey, Megan. It's like, once you see that, then it's just like, okay, well, now I got to go down this rabbit hole journey. I have to, because that's just who I am. I have to. I'm going to put myself through it.
Chasing that carrot.
It's like, I just have to know. Like, I don't know.
Oh, trust me. As soon as this live ends, I'm going straight to that site. I had no clue. I thought it was all I heard was the music. I didn't see any actual videos of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. And just hearing the one with Lori, just, I was like,
What was that name drop of with Julie Rowe and Alex all about? What
Julie Rowe and Mike, I think she was talking about Mike Stroud. That's what I'm thinking. Also, I'd play it, but I don't want to get copyright strike.
But why did she say Julie Rowe's name for? Was
She is a bitch.
she was dogging Julie, right?
I don't think so. I think she was, and then until she found out that like that was her rivalry, I guess. That's what I'm catching vibes of, and have since they always bring up Lori, I'm sorry, Melanie Gibb always brings up, well, because it's always Julie Rowe's problem. It's because Julie Rowe. Yeah, it was hard. I can't go look at the Tylee one yet. I'm like, and I don't even know if they show her face or what. I was like, I'm just gonna take these in stride. Hey, Robbie.
All right. Hi, everyone in chat that I missed.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys. Jason's in the hospital. So he was admitted yesterday for his stomach, and then he has COVID on top of that. So, yay!
Wow. Piles on, doesn't it?
Yeah. I don't ask anymore. I'm not like, what else? I don't ever do that. Anyways, but he sounded really good today. And I was a hot mess last night. Like, I was like, not really anxiety attack or anything, but just anxious. And I couldn't like rest my mind. Because, he's like COVID. And I'm like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the one day I go out this year was yesterday. Literally, I went when I dropped him off at the hospital because I don't, I don't try to be around anything or anybody because I respect this stuff. I mean, I do. I'm just like, I don't want it. I don't understand it, but that doesn't mean that, I respect all that. I'm like, if everybody just stay home in the beginning, we wouldn't have this problem, would we?
Right.
It was a great time to be a hermit, and lick all my bobos. But I don't know. Whenever Lori was extradited, Jason was having his thoracotomy. A thoracotomy. Like, I didn't realize the invasiveness of a thoracotomy. It's they took the lower portion of his right lung out. And I was just like, I was so stressed out.
Did they put it back?
No.
Or you mean they took it out?
They took it. There was fluid in his lungs. And then I remember looking up at the TV and we're on the pulmonary floor. So this is right when she got extradited or arrested. Arrested. This is when Mom gave her the eyes from hell. The death stare.
Yeah.
And, right? No. No, yeah, she was in Idaho. She was not in Hawaii. So extradited. And she made her debut. But anyways, I was stressed out. I had 4 kids. Well, my son, he was graduated by then, but still I had 3 younger ones to get to 3 different schools. It was crazy. I remember falling asleep in the parking lot, just like, okay. And I was trying to keep up with the case, and it was crazy. Oh, if I don't take the test, then that means I won't have it. It's like just not taking the pregnancy test and then just whoop.
Yeah.
No,
Well, I haven't had it yet either. I mean, but and a lot of that's due to I'm kind of like you.
I'm a
I
hermit.
kind of I respected it, and I didn't go out unless I absolutely had to. So
It hasn't affected my life tremendously. It's not like I work out there, so that's been the blessing and the curse. And you know what I mean?
yeah,
To a lot of this, I mean, really to the court case and everything, just being home and being able to have things streamed on Zoom has been, that wouldn't have happened, had we not had the COVID outbreak.
that's actually a really good point.
It
That
is,
is a really good point.
and I
I
think
don't
it's
know. Don't you think East Idaho News or somebody would be in all them hearings though anyway? I
no,
would think. No.
they wouldn't be zooming them or anything like that. They'd be mainly doing it out of sight, out of mind. We wouldn't see all that like court used to be. you know Now
I
it's like in your face and you see everybody's stuff.
Yeah. I called out there a couple weeks ago. Well, it's been about a month, 3 or 4 weeks ago. I called the courthouse in Ada County because I'm trying to get a feel for you
I'm calling
know
there. I've been watching Arizona for a couple for a hot minute now, like the judges and stuff. I'm like, who's cool, who's who in the zoo before we have to hit there. I feel you. So see,
well, I'm trying to find out. I was trying to find out what the capacity for the courtroom was for their courtrooms, and
dang,
Lord have mercy, I did not know there's 27 courtrooms in that building.
holy crap!
And she said that it hasn't been assigned yet to what room it'll be in, and but I got the info and everything, so I can. She told me to get back with them later, but because I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to be able to come out there for 10 weeks.
Dang,
So, but she blew my mind when she said there was 27 courtrooms in that
yeah, that's
building.
a lot of courtrooms, Megan.
I was like, wow.
Megan, you got a lot of courtrooms over there, girl. Thank you. Oh man, I just I felt like crap. Not COVID crap. I don't think. I hope not. Like it's just the Smule videos. It's like a Mack truck, and it wiped me out.
Yeah.
It just depleted me. I was just like, I don't freaking care. I went through the whole. I don't want to feel. I don't feel nothing. I don't want to be here. Like it was just. I'm being honest. I'm just being honest. I'm not flaunting it or I'm not happy or proud about it. Um, I allowed myself to be sad.
And
And
that's okay. And that's okay.
I was
I
beating
mean, you
myself
know,
up about it because that's what I do. It's like I just wasn't in a good headspace at all. Not even, I mean, today has been okay. I think I'm just delirious though. So
yeah, don't get
I'll,
sleep.
I'll sleep good tonight. That's for sure. That's for sure. But it's just, you know, you had your news and I freeze. I freeze up and it sucks. I don't react. Like if there's somebody that had a loss, Julie Mitchell, I actually just sent her a bundle of bracelets. She had been begging me, to
Do you know what happened with her?
she died according to her daughter, and I mean I haven't seen her since, and
Well, I mean, I don't know if
I
it was.
shut down. I shut down. No, I don't know.
It was COVID or something.
I don't know. Jason looked, but it was way too early to find the obituary or anything. So Julie Mitchell. I mean, she's been around as far back as I can remember, and I was going through comments, and I'd see I saw her extra comments that I hadn't seen before, and I was like, oh my god, it just
Yeah,
and
I mean, I remember seeing her name in comments
all the
before
time.
as well. You just
Mm-mm.
never know, man. You never know.
It just sucks, and I freeze when there's like my best friend even. She told me via text, that her cousin had died, which I went to school with, and so I was like, I freeze. And it just sucks. I'm not being insensitive. That's the furthest thing I'm being. Hey DJ, I don't know how to handle it, and I don't know what to say. So I'm just like, I'll say nothing.
Everybody handles things different.
Since this happened, I wasn't like that before. PTSD, yeah.
Huh?
I've been to funerals all my life, I mean, shit, we used to run and play hide and seek all the time in the funeral home. I'm serious, it's part of life. And it still is. It's just a hard part of life. Loss.
And that's, my mom she'd been in hospice at my brother's apartment since, I don't know, back in the spring, I think it was.
Yeah.
And um, my brother, he caught, so I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead, but she had, we had all prepared for the end, and not last Friday, but the Friday before that, my brother sent me a text and said that he had gotten COVID, and um, so they was going to take my mom and put her down at the hospital for a while until he could get healthy. And that same Friday, within 2 hours, I told my brother, I said, she'll never make it. I told her the very next thing I said to him, she'll never make it. And within 2 hours of being at the hospital, she had tested positive and she was dead on Tuesday.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
And
I'm really
they
sorry.
they said they said it got really twisted. Like I said, you can prepare for it and you think you're prepared for it, and then they send you get a text that um, if you want to stand literally outside the hospital and look in the window and say
Yeah.
goodbye to her, they'd wheel her over to the window.
He's talking about his mom, guys.
I
That's
was like,
but Julie did die also. So that was Tuesday.
not last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before. Yeah,
So you held it for like a week
yeah,
before you even told me. And then I
yeah.
was
I mean, I didn't say
I can't.
anything to anybody because I was. I mean, you can't go in the room and to do it, to be with her.
Right.
And my brother had it, and so it was living a nightmare because the only way to wake up, and this, I mean, God knows nobody loves your mama any more than I did, but she was in a lot. She was in a lot of pain too because of the COPD and
Mm.
dementia. But
Oh man.
only way to wake up is for you know to go home, to go
Yeah.
be with God. I mean, and that's a when you're laying here waiting on a phone call, you're scared to death. Or I was. I didn't want my phone to ring.
Right.
I didn't want any text messages because I knew it was going to be all bad. So, yeah, I mean, I hope everybody's taking it serious because it's
It's
took a
attack.
lot of people out, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss also, and for all of y'all too. I mean,
Yeah, I
it
mean,
just really sucks. It really sucks. And Jen, as when she was talking about self care, I was like, "What the hell is self care? What is that?" Still don't really know what it is. I know it's something I should do, and I just have to be nicer. We all need to be nicer to ourselves, and cut ourselves a little slack. Um, I
yeah.
put way too much pressure on myself. I know that.
Well, yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah,
I do the same thing.
yeah.
But anyway, who's ready for a doc dump? I know I am.
Is it from your families? Because I'm ready. Let's do your family's doc dumps. Because if I mean, now, Alex's mug is, and I'm like, can they just keep on pissing on everything that I love? I mean, I've never watched Harry Potter, so I'm like, but for all you Harry Potter fans, I'm like, well, he took that away. And then I'm like, yep, they did that one too. And it's like all these good songs and stuff, and I'm just like, well, F that. I'm not letting them take this away. But
See, I don't like to say, or I'm sorry, I don't like to use my favorite color, which is teal, because I know Lori, that was Lori's favorite color now.
oh, it was blue. It's
That
blue.
was teal.
That's why she wears that blue sweater. Promise.
What's up, skinny Jenny L mom?
How are you guys?
We're chilling.
Chilling, just chilling.
We just pulled in the driveway. I don't have my headlights. I don't have my headlights on. My headphones in.
I'm sure your headlights are on, Mike Wonk.
Oh, they were. I actually left them
Oh,
on.
the weapons of mass destruction.
We all have COVID, okay?
Do you have COVID?
No, I probably do, but Jason does.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I didn't tell you that till just now.
Oh.
I heard you outside.
I'm on my live, buddy.
All I heard was the bird, but I thought it was a door creaking open.
Oh, it is the bird. I thought it was fireworks.
Oh yeah.
I'm on my live. Sorry, guys. Like my hands are full. So, like.
Oh,
All
God. Wow.
I gotta find my. Do you guys ready?
Hi.
He's been screaming at Michelle all day for the last 3 days. She's like, "What the hell?" I'm like, "This. He does this every day, dear. Every day." Okay, hold on 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves.
Bird. Oh, yeah. Maybe a bird's not my spirit animal. We had one when I was like 5. I remember just being little. I don't really know my exact age, but I remember like it was Saturday morning and I went and ate my cereal and watched my cartoons, and then I opened the door and then I let my bird Pedro out and then he flew out and I didn't have Pedro anymore.
He didn't come back, did he?
No.
That's what happened to one of Michelle's birds. Her
And then
eggs did it.
we also had pigs. Well, my grandparents had like a little farm, and my dad was like, every day we'd go feed Charlie Brown and Linus, and yeah, and I was like, "Come on, Dad, let's go feed the pigs." And he was like, "What do you think's on the barbecue pit?" And I was like, "What?" I didn't understand. See, and that's why I have post-traumatic stress disorder. It started way back. Lost.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what that means. Jesus
Well,
Christ.
hi everyone. If you didn't hear me or I didn't say hi, I'm discombobulated. But
What? No.
jumping on for a little bit.
And that's basically it. I mean, Eric was like, "What are we going to talk about?" I was like, "Depression." Mm.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. I can go on and on about that one.
I don't know.
And anxiety.
Dating, yeah. It was actually the Smule videos. You know.
Yeah,
without-
you can ask her because I just sent her one, and all I sent her was just the music because I hadn't seen what you had. So that blew me
Yeah.
away.
Are you talking about lore horror?
Always.
Have
Yeah.
you seen the actual video of them singing, Jen?
The one you sent me?
Well, that's what we're talking about. But Kresha, look what Kresha has. Watch.
Don't stare straight
Don't smile at me, you punk mother scooter.
honk honk.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know that.
How many songs of Say Something was he trying to say something? Besides there's a temple picture behind him.
Was he? He was trying to say something? She's a lip reader.
That's the name of the song. Oh, now he's all, oh, she's sliding in.
Let's see if Jen can read his lips. He's
Looks
looking right dead with her boobies.
Oh, I can massage you. Oh, makes me want to go sleep. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess
Was
I
that-
went hunting them down.
Was that Melanie P singing with him? Huh?
No, I haven't seen any with her. There's that one and the Like a Stone, and then there's two other ones with a girl. I'm innocent man.
Hungry like the wolf.
Yeah, but that was a video.
It was or it wasn't?
It wasn't video. It was just a song. Oh, who'd you send? Megan? I didn't see any. Oh, if you sent them, then I didn't check them. You know how I am on Messenger.
They're probably all over Facebook by now, aren't they?
I don't get on Facebook.
The videos.
Mom had seen yes as of yesterday. She didn't even know about them, and I was like, yeah. I went there, and then I was like, well, halfway. I halfway went there, and I went and looked at Alex, and I listened to Lori's, and they are perverts. They just pervert every freaking thing. Like the water sprinkler, and they're like, psst, 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 psst. I'm gonna piss all over everything you love.
Yeah.
I'm saying they're just like, oh my god.
I'm telling you.
Thank God Alex died because there wasn't enough oxygen for those two.
Do you know, I really think he was a serial killer. Allegedly. It's just, like I was listening because I've had to listen to that stupid testimony thing a whole bunch because I put clips of it in this video that still not done with. And I just like, there's so many little things she says that I didn't catch before. And I'm just like I want to go back and listen to everything because I'm like, every time. Yeah, you've got it all memorized.
Today was just all about listening to all the crap you did. Yeah. Like dilemmas I caught on the end of hers today. Like I went back and I listened and I was like, holy crap, she really says a lot here at the end.
Mm-hmm.
For sure at the end. That's I guess when I was really paying attention. Like I'm not like staring at it or nothing. Actually, I was just listening to it. In and out.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, I listened from like the plastic wrap on. It's just like, okay, I'm not, at first I was like, oh, wait, I have a breakthrough, and then I was like, nope. I'm like, I think maybe she wanted to just get her fingerprints on that, or to have a reason to have fingerprints on plastic or something, and I was like, wait, no, they got married after all those murders happened. All except for Alex. And so I was like, okay, well, that's not what it was for, unless there's something else. I was just like, why else would she interject that besides trying to play victim? I'm looking besides the obvious. Just like
What did she?
until I really feel comfortable with the eggs thing. I don't feel comfortable with that. Like I'm not. That's not the stopping point for me. I'm not just settling, on okay, well it's eggs. No, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to stop looking. It could very well be, but it could very well not be.
Yeah.
I would love to know if they went and pulled the security footage from where he went and bought plastic from after they found
I
out.
know, right? I doubt it.
I would love to know.
Check the damn hotel bed on your wedding night, allegedly.
I agree. There's something sketchy about that whole.
Z to the A.
That's just not normal behavior, man. I mean,
I think it's made up. I think it's a figment of her imagination. Trying to be a victim.
Well, that's very possible.
They're all like that. I mean,
advocate for one, please.
Yeah, just Melanie in that testimony video where she goes, there's all his lawyers are showing up and I'm connected to a lot of them. And I was like, you are so effing guilty when it comes to knowing stuff. And I know that like people can sense my animosity towards her.
I think she can feel it. It wouldn't bother me if it wouldn't bother me as much. I'd still not like her, but knowing that none of these people, not a single one, has ever reached out, pisses me off more than anything. Because if you're really not guilty and you really are like, whoa, I totally fucked up, not realizing what was going on. Like, I wasn't buying it,
Yeah.
I mean, she saw it. It was weird, and she was like, I'm good. I mean, she wasn't involved like they are, but I mean, Melanie Gibb did reach out to my parents, and it pisses me off even more. Now I want to go really, allegedly in my believe dreams, I want to just go in my dreams. I do slap the shit out of her. Oh my God. I know. I agree with you, Kristen. Zulema is evil. I mean, I don't trust her further than she can hear me right now.
I don't know if this is true, but Keto did a video on Zulema and Keto and Crane, Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
She's awesome. You guys, if you don't know who she is, she's the one that read all the Chad Daybell books, and she like does a book report on him. And don't worry, she got a lot of them secondhand. She didn't pay for them because people were like mad at her because they're like, you paid for them? But she was saying that Zulema was like a conversion therapist. Yes. And she was doing that cuddle therapy, and that's like what they do to convince gay guys that they're not gay. It never works.
She did that for Brandon, and Jason Mal went and saw her, allegedly. And so did
he's gay as a day is long. In my opinion, according to my own gaydar, which may be off.
She had all these talents and doing all these side jobs and all that. All you have to do is look at her son and see the shit don't work.
I need to put that video out on him. Everybody have to read it. It's like maybe 4 paragraphs long. But I mean, everybody's like, oh, I'm so sorry for that little boy. I'm like, he's 25 years old.
Exactly.
He was probably whatever.
Yeah, give me a break.
He was a lot like his stepdad. Let's just say that.
Get off mama's tit and start being a halfway of a man, and you might survive for a while.
Pull the story up while we're right here. It's your
I
right
just,
hand. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nobody should be giving them any sympathy because they didn't show any to Charles.
Exactly.
They
No
didn't show anything. And like, fuck them for those castings because they knew when they were doing those castings that's not
not right.
really. Yeah, it was something like Heber C. Kimball and like Joseph Smith, like very,
It's
very early days. Not now. You don't.
they pervert everything. They done crapped on Jesus. I mean, they've crapped on Harry Potter, and now
Frozen.
they took away zombies. I love zombies. I love the
Fro-
Cranberries, and I still do. Damn it,
Is it Frozen or Frozen 2?
Frozen 2, which I never think my kids were older, so I never did watch it. I mean, I always said "Let it go" because I always heard that part.
Yeah, I didn't. They were just outgrown that. Thank God.
I'm just
Mine were just too old.
we were past that. But me and Zach used to always go watch X-Men, which they piss on that too. Anyways, this is Joseph. Facebook and Uber connect with minor for sex. Now, this is 2016. This is 2016. A Mason man used 2 apps to develop a sexual relationship with a girl he knew was under 15 years old. Please. Oh, this is weird.
Hey, Kresha.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm right behind it. Sure.
Hang on a second.
Okay. Do I not read it?
Your mom's here. Hi, Kay.
Hi, Mom.
And there's at least 2 Canadians in the chat.
I just sent you a text.
Oh, that's on
Hi, Mama Kay.
Oh, yeah, Mom, we're just talking about depression and stuff and Zalema. It just kind of floated into that.
It's a very uplifting conversation.
Yeah, always. It's always so uplifting in here.
I can tell you about my anxiety I had today.
Well, that's just because you got out of the car with the L-wife.
She didn't come with me, so I had to drive by myself, which I don't like to drive at night. And I don't make left turns, you guys, so it takes me 15 minutes longer to get my son because I don't want to take a left turn. And then the whole time I'm like, because Utah roads suck. Everybody that lives here knows that. I'm like, is that a flat tire? Oh my gosh!
Our roads look like the Cox matriarch's mom. Her face. Wow, you get lost.
Yeah, I won't even use cruise control because I watched a news story once and their cruise control got stuck, and so I'm terrified it'll get stuck. Like, oh my gosh, that's anxiety. That's my. I told my doctor, I was like, I don't know, like I think I'm having palpitations.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, yeah, maybe because I'm working and going to school.
I don't breathe right. Like I don't breathe from the right place, and I'm like, that's bad when you have to remind yourself how to freaking breathe. You're just like, Do
you find yourself like holding your breath, like where you're like, oh, like it's
yeah? I mean, no, I don't hold my breath, but I'm too worried. I don't know. Just sometimes I have a hard time, but I am a smoker, so there's that. So, and I can go days without it, and then I'm like, okay, I need a cigarette.
I'm taking an environmental health class, which I absolutely hate, but there's so much, and none of it's causal. Like it's not causality. So when I say this, nobody say, oh, I'm getting Alzheimer's because of air pollution. But air pollution, when it comes through your olfactory,
I learned what that was.
It gets particles get into your brain. If you live in a high pollution area, you're more likely to have cognitive decline. And they've looked at anxiety, but they've looked at the fact that more people, like in highly polluted areas, have dementia.
I live by
or
some
Alzheimer's.
plants right now. And they're like rumbling my house. Remember, I sent you video of it.
And it's freaky. I'm like, this is like the opening to a horror movie.
It's a
Is it just refineries?
It's some bad mamma jamma refineries that blow up.
Oh, yeah.
Like we just had one. Oh my God, Sand Willow.
Wow.
You, I forgot.
Thank you, Samuel.
Oh, thank you. It just red, orange, or whatever. See, I can't even colorblind now. Thank you. Very generous. Don't cry. Then we can't breathe. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't get quiet. Unless you need to breathe. If you need to breathe, then I get it. I don't really care for February. So does that make me crazy?
February is kind of one of those weird months.
It's a weird month. It's like really cold here now. That's about right for us. I don't know. I don't even know if the groundhog saw a shadow or not. Did he?
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I haven't even been like I was able to get on and answer comments really quick, as many as I could yesterday. And if one of you left one of the like super sweet little comments, you made me cry. And the L wife comes upstairs and she's like, "What's going on?" Because I was doing homework. She's like, "Is it that bad?" Because I was stressed out because I like haven't started any of my epi homework, my epidemiology, and she's like, "It's gonna be okay. Like I'll take care of stuff." And I'm like, "No, I just got really nice comments." She's like, "Nobody threatened you?" I'm like, "No, not this time.
Not yet.
They're all very nice."
Well, I'm proud.
Said,
just keep going. Keep going. Just keep swimming.
Yeah.
You know, we're just a bunch of people back here. We'll still be here.
Yeah. I
We'll
think
have degrees.
Yeah.
You know. I'm proud of you.
And I'm proud of you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Good job. Good job.
I'm working on it.
I'm proud of Eric too, because Eric.
I am too.
I'm proud of both of you.
Well,
thanks, Dad. No, just kidding.
It bounces off us and sticks on you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have missed you guys so much.
I know. Oh, KJ's sick. I was wondering. Thank you, Jean. I was wondering because I was like, well, God dang it. She said she was going to read the damn book. So I guess we'll let you off, KJ. Damn it. But I love the way she's been reading the John Glatt book for anybody who doesn't watch KJ. And I don't know. We just kind of seem to kind of keep an eye out for each other and everybody. You know, it's just a big community that I love. I love this community. It's awesome. But anyway, so she was reading the John Glatt book and she reads like a couple chapters and then she's just like, damn right she did. And I'm just like, that's exactly how it reads. You know, she just throws her little digs in. She's like, you know, Lori went to pick up the money from the juice truck. And she's like, damn right she did. That's all she did. She just throws her little KJ in there and I just watch her veins and just make sure they don't burst.
I know. She gets all my
and everything.
My rage out. I always go like I have like a hard time and then I watch KJ. I'm like, this is exactly how I'm feeling.
She's like, so ask the question. She sets it up and she's just like, so what do you think about that? And you're like, la 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 la. And she's like, damn right she did. And I'm just like, oh, yes, ma'am. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. The kid was in the car with me the other day and I was listening to her through the Bluetooth, and so she was like calm, and then she, gets mad, and he's like, "What's?" He's like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Oh, it's just my birthday day." And then she mentioned me, which was so sweet. And he's like, "Oh, she mentioned you. She's not mad at you."
Not today. Lori and Chad far exceed her. Yeah, I don't think anybody pisses her off as much as those people.
Yeah.
Oh man, it just that's when you really see. But it's like I get mad, I get pissed off, I do. I just I hide it as much as I can. Um, but she just like gets it out there, and I'm just like, hell yeah, that's what justice looks like, you know. And sometimes when I'm not in a place where I can do that or something, and she just lets it all come out, and I'm like, all right, thank you. And it just
Your mom just
sucks it
asked.
right back up.
Your mom just asked about.
Yeah, Mom.
Julie,
I was gonna tell you that yesterday, but I couldn't.
Julie Mitchell.
I've been really sad,
That's a
and
hard one.
that kicked it off. Julie Mitchell
Oh,
died.
I'm sorry.
It makes me sad.
I
And
thought it was. I thought
what?
she
Oh,
meant
you
Julie. How do I take that off there? Disregard
You're
that, Kay.
fine.
I'm sorry. I thought she meant Julie Rowe. We was talking about on Smule. She's talking about
Sorry, I
Julie
clicked it.
Julie Mitchell. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
Oh, don't.
Julie Rowe. Just her name was mentioned on Smule, which I'd mentioned Smule to Mom yesterday, and
What in the heck is Smule?
that's what I should do.
Oh.
The
Okay.
app, the singing app. Well, anyways, but I learned about Julie Mitchell, and I just froze. And then I think I told you, El Mom, and then I think it was the last time I did a live, which was not this past week, but the week before. And I sent y'all each a link or whatever, just in case. I was like, here, whatever, just in case if y'all feel like it, off the cuff. And Eric texted me back, and he said, my mom died. I'm not much of in a mood or whatever for anything. And I just sat there and I stared at the damn comment, and I froze again. And I was like, I need to say something to him. I don't know what to say. I freeze now, and I don't like it. But I mean, I wanted to be there for my friend, and I wasn't. And so I feel, that bothers me. But
Yeah.
that's in me. That doesn't mean what you. Nobody gets to tell you how to grieve.
Yeah. Like I told you earlier before we went live, man. I needed some time. You know what I mean? I mean, I needed some time to digest it because of the way it ended, and even after being prepared for 8 months, it still went sideways. But I mean, like my sister and I were talking today, she was in so much pain and misery and suffering that I mean, God, she went home. I mean, that's the best way I can say. She went home, was not suffering. She's with my dad and my brother, and
Was she your
two of my brothers. Huh?
How old was your mom?
85.
Wow. Oh
Smoked,
wow.
smoked
You're
for 70 years of them.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's like I wanna live till I'm 85. Like I feel like that's a full circle. Nothing like I'm not saying it's like I heard what Ashlyn, my little girl, or no, Larry was telling me and my best friend yesterday about a 19-year-old who was a firefighter, or Terry was, I don't know. Anyways, and it was a firefighter, and he was 19, and he got killed on his way to the college, and in a car accident. And I was just like, oh man, that you're like 19. Oh my God. And then it's just like, wow, that's just so young. And then I think my mom's grandmother, which is my great grandmother, which Uncle Charles loved and adored their grandmother, my great grandmother. And she lived to, I think, 93. I think. I mean, I actually got to take a 5-generation picture with her, with my son. And that was pretty cool. That's not something that people really get to do.
Right. Yeah, that's, there's no way to be prepared. I don't care how much time you have or anything. I mean, just like your mom said in that comment, everybody mourns differently. Everybody handles everything different. I mean, but don't worry for a blink of an eye thinking that you wasn't my friend by staying away or anything.
Yeah.
I messaged Jen a couple times, and like I told her, my mind's not right now, so I need the time away just to get my mind right. And I was so glad when you hit me up this morning about doing this live tonight, because I was ready. I mean, I don't even care if we just talk about the sky not being blue or
That's what we're doing.
sun not being on fire. I needed to talk.
Right.
And as silly as that sounds, I don't like it. We can talk about anything. If skunks don't stink, I mean, I don't care.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of skunks, what I want to know is how they get into cities, because
they sometimes
I live I live in an urban area, and the other day there was a skunk, and I was like, how? I've never seen one in my life. Like, how do they get in the road? See, and this is my defense mechanism, which is it's usually numbness, anger, or
knee-jerk reaction,
stupid stuff. But yeah, and I feel really bad because I haven't been present for like I think about you guys, and I'm like, oh, I'm not even being present. Like I just have time to just look, and I don't have time to actually talk. And I hate that. I hate feeling like I'm not there, because I know what it's like to need people and have people not be there for you.
Sorry.
But anyway, yeah, the whole skunk thing. If someone can, it's like
so that damn skunk.
Yeah.
We used to have coyotes. I mean, we still do, I'm sure. We just don't go outside anymore. We have coyotes and stuff, and they just get there. They just go there. Sometimes the city's growing into their woods,
I gotta be honest. I don't know if I've ever seen a skunk in the city.
I've never seen one in my life, period.
I just smell them.
I mean, they're
great though. I mean, I think you bathe in milk and tomato sauce or something.
Tomato juice.
Okay. Again, I think my boss was from North Carolina or South Carolina. He was like, "What ails you?" I was like, "What is I? What are you talking about? What ails you?" He asked me 16 times, I swear. And I was like, "I don't know what you're saying." And I mean, I kind of talk like a banjo, but he really talked like a banjo. And he just kept saying, "What ails you?" And I didn't know what, nobody ever used ails with me before. So first off, that was weird. And I mean, it just was something I never heard. And then with his banjo accent, he was like, "What ails you?" I was like, "What are you saying?" It sounds like Deliverance.
So wait, is that what you mean? Talk like a banjo is just you have a thick accent?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
me poking fun. But I mean, I sound like a banjo sometimes. It just depends.
I like your accent. I hate Utah accent. Like, I hate it when I talk and I say stuff and I'm like,
Utah.
I know that it's not pronounced. Trisha, when I was watching her show once, she was like, it's not pronounced that way, but that's okay because nobody in Utah knows how to pronounce anything. And I was like, it's true. It's true. Because when I met Michelle and her family, they were like, what? I was like, like them. They're like, man.
I mean, we say stuff here, that's different. My best friend, she was talking about her little girl. I finally went and saw my best friend yesterday, so that was good. She cried when I walked in the door. She was just like, what? And I thought she was just picking, She cried, and I was like, oh my God, I need to come see you more.
Oh, wow. My best friend's even more stoic, I guess. Like, even less emotional than me. So if she ever did that, I would be like, yeah. Like, I think at Matt's funeral, both of us broke down, like, in the middle of Mass.
Oh.
Like, I think we were getting up to go do the wafer thing, and I accidentally got in line, even though I'm not Catholic, and I didn't know what to do. And so I drank some wine and ate the wafer, and I'm like, I think I just committed, like, a serious sacrilegious sin. But we got up and, like, yeah, it was... I think we had both been trying to hold it in, and like we both were just like loud and yeah. So
I'm sorry, Kathy. I feel like I'm just all caught up in the moment. I will go back and read. I'm sorry.
What we missed?
Huh?
What we missed?
I don't know. No, I'm just going back. I'm just don't listen to me. I'm thinking out loud.
Vallow, yes.
With Jordan McKay, she does it too. She says picture.
Mm-hmm.
We need a picture, not a belly itcher.
I have that, and then from being deaf, like I went to speech therapy and everything.
That's true.
I say things differently, or like you can hear like the lisp sometimes. Yeah. So
I'm sorry for your loss. It just sucks. I want y'all to know that, I mean, you guys are all here because of our loss, our tragedies, but they're not just ours. And we share them with you, and you share them with us, and we keep their spirit alive, and you keep their spirit alive. And I mean, I'm blessed in that sense, because I don't have to introduce anybody and say, here, this was my, somebody I loved and I lost, and you would have loved them, y'all kind of know.
Yeah.
And so I know that through this, I felt insignificant. Like I didn't feel, and that's on me. I didn't feel like I was important enough, or I don't know how to put that. It was really weird. It was just a really strange place to be in.
Powerless.
Yes.
Yeah.
Helpless, and I was kind of like Eric in that sense, where I wanted to go be in front of everything and like see it all and take it all. And I'm still like that before my parents and my, just everybody that I love. It's like I wanted to go and just hurry up and just get in there, find out about it. Is it safe? Okay, you can move in. Like I don't know. I went into protective mode, and I've been there since. But you try to prepare yourself. It's horrible. It's not good. That it don't feel right. But you can never prepare. You can never prepare. I don't think, whether it be in this situation or like your situation, Eric, or any of us. Like, I think we try to think that we're mentally prepared, and not just mentally, but all of it is debilitating. And I felt like when I actually did reach out, I actually reached out to a grief group here in Lake Charles. And she was, that's one thing, she was like, I mean, it took everything. I didn't even realize this till way after, after all this had happened. And I'd reached out and she answered back. And then she basically, the lady from the grief group said, oh, it's only for parents and brothers and sisters and grandparents. And I was like, okay, well, what am I feeling? Because what I'm feeling is real. It's very real. And you're turning me away. You're not pointing me in a positive direction or telling me to go screw myself or nothing. Just, I was just like, oh my God, do I get to feel? Do I get to have emotion? Do I get to, what does this mean? Sorry. And,
Means they did not handle that well.
what happened?
That's what it means to me. But they didn't,
No,
should have.
I don't think so either. But that's where I can make a difference. And I do want somewhere where we can go. And I mean, I don't care how. I mean, if it was your friend you knew for a day, a loss is a loss is a loss. And nobody should have to go through that alone. Jen, you taught me that nobody gets to tell you how to grieve. That was so empowering for me. And it still is. And it really
someone said it to me once. And I was
a very
like,
wise person.
yeah, I can't remember who it was, but I was like, you know what? You're right. You're right. Because people do, we had in dance, we had a family that they lost a son. He was a BMXer and went over a hill and fell. And I just remember like people saying things, and I thought, how do you know, like, oh, he's in a better place, and they mean well. They really mean well.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I would not. It's not comforting for me, partially because I'm not a person of faith. So for me, that would be the least comforting thing you could say. Or, I know, like, Matt, like, oh, he's not suffering anymore. Well, I know that, and that's a good thing. But I still want him. I still want to hold him. I still want to feel his hand on my leg. I still get to be pissed off that he died. I don't care. Like, yes, he lived beyond what they thought he was going to live. But
yeah, you can make a damn fool out of yourself.
Exactly.
It shouldn't be held against us, I mean, we should be able to feel things and be able to share our feelings and not be ashamed of feeling these things, because they're very real. And bottling them up, I feel, leads to people like Lori and Chad and Alex and them. I mean, I feel like there's a disconnect there. And I mean, I know it's no comparison. I'm just
right.
I'm very black and white.
I am too.
And I like black and white. I love black and white. But I do like the convo going on though about Jean's Jean and Harley, and who else? They're having a good convo about Alex and Zaluma and all kinds of theories, and I'm like, oh, I'm interested. I think we all are. I think we I know I turned to this case and I delve because I don't have to think about stuff. It's something it's my my extremism.
Or you can compartmentalize, maybe.
Probably.
Maybe that's part of it.
I think it's part of the trauma as well. Because I just cannot pull out of it. And I haven't wanted to either. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. This week was the hardest that I got gut punched. It's like it's like my body was just saying, "You're freaking tired. You know, you don't need to watch everything." I don't know what the hell that was. It was like a whistle right here in my wall.
I thought it was Jen's bird.
Well, her bird flew over here. It was in my wall. Got fireworks in my wall, Eric. That was so weird. Anyways. So,
did Jen? I didn't mean to interrupt you or cut you off. Did Jen send you the stuff that I talked to Rich about?
Mm-mm.
Wait, was I?
Oh, she's not. She's not present. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm gonna grab my red pen.
What was I supposed to send her? When did you send it to me?
It's okay. So you got to talk to Rich. Awesome. That's awesome.
Who's Rich?
No, it was just I couldn't remember if I sent him or not. It was whenever I spoke with Rich Robertson about his time shadowing the Lord or Alex and Melanie.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh? It was October 31st, I think, when they shagged Town, and that was her and Brennan's anniversary. October 31st.
The one thing that I did learn that I didn't know before was he had an FBI buddy in Rexburg sitting on the apartments for 3 days, trying to spot the kids, trying to locate the kids. And I hollered at him again yesterday, and because I was really being nosy, I ain't gonna lie about it. I was being nosy to ask him if his buddy, if FBI buddy is what he said.
Good to have.
If he took any, if his buddy took any pictures of the rest of any of them while the other ones while he was sitting there or while he was in Rexburg looking for him, and he told me that he didn't think his buddy took any pictures. So
what about his buddy? He said what?
He didn't think his buddy took any pictures of any of the other ones, Lori or Chad and Alex.
Oh, I'm sure he did. He might have misplaced. I like to hope he did.
Did he?
I would like to hope so. I hope he did. You know me. I don't know anything. I'm just saying. I mean, why would you sit there and watch them? I'd be taking pictures. I'm not just going to sit there and stare at them and try to explain it. Can you see me trying to explain anything? I would need pictures. That's what I need. I have to show. I'm like, I can show you what I've been looking at. I cannot explain it. But
he said that they never did, which obviously we know now looking back. But
I want to know, who was the chick in the that came during the snow, but was in the courtyard and was like, ooh, snow. It was somebody who was normally hot, I'm sure.
I thought for the longest time that it was Chad's daughter, but I've learned here not too long ago that it wasn't. I thought it was maybe her going in there for that cookie party they had or whatever. But
no, you can hear on that Ring doorbell camera that the neighbor of them, with all the Ring doorbell cameras and the through the blind.
Right. Yep.
All that. I mean, I don't know. I feel like she's got a lot that I'm sure she gave there. They were able to give the cops, of the comings and goings.
I would think. I mean,
I'm pretty sure. I mean, why would it just stop? She was all, inquiring, and she found them to be odd, so
yeah, she was all up in their business, when they wasn't looking.
I wish a lot more people were like that, and I mean,
Yeah,
trying to mind her P's and Q's, but I mean, after Lori told the neighbor that JJ went to mom's or whatever, which we know what that means, the little boy ran over to Lori's house and was playing with JJ's stuff.
Yeah.
And the mom was like, "Where'd you get that?" And he was like, "It's JJ's." And she was like, "Oh my God." And so she walked over there, and Miss Lorhor, who doesn't have to eat, was eating a salad. She was just staring, eating a salad. Can you imagine? Your kid, her kid, the neighbor's kid ran in there, like just playing with JJ's stuff, and she's just eating a salad. I'd knock it out her damn hand and be like, "You're not supposed to be eating."
Something else, man.
Right?
There's no soul there.
And there's the Smule thing also reminded me. Mom went to a shower. The Smule thing also reminded me of on Hidden True Crime. Lauren had done a video with the neighbor, but without the neighbor, I guess you can say. Like, she just talked to the neighbor. The neighbor didn't want to be on camera, I'm sure. And I can understand that. But just hearing the insight from that, it's very short. It's a very short video. But, Lauren just kind of told the story of what the neighbor's account was. I forget her name, the lady. Anyways, thank you, neighbor lady. Thanks for your service.
That's terrible. I can't remember her name either. My goodness.
Anyways, I gotta keep going or I'll forget the whole damn story. But I'm sorry, guys. I don't know where the mute button is, but time I find the mouse. So I almost had her name. Anyway, so Lauren was telling the story, and she said something like, she told the story about how the little boy was running over there, and then, that's when Lori was eating the salad. But Lori had also asked her if the noise from her brother singing karaoke the night before had disturbed her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like being by myself. But anyways, and that was crazy right there. Was she fishing? Yeah, of course. Lori was fishing to see if the neighbor had, maybe they were freaking singing karaoke, Oh God, now it's like so crazy.
She was absolutely fishing is all she was doing.
Yeah.
A
I'm
horror.
gonna go grab that video real quick. We'll just man, I don't know. That's kind of rude. I don't want to play her video, but I mean, it's really good insight. Chris McDonough has a couple of videos also that I appreciate, where he just went and talked to some of the neighbors that we had never heard of before. I hadn't. I'm sure some people in here from the Doomsday group know.
I didn't even know he was covering the case. I didn't even know he was covering it.
Who? Oh yeah, he went and drove like to Yellowstone. He kind of did some on the ground stuff, and I really did appreciate him for that. I told him that. And then OUR came out. I was like, okay, no. No, we're not friends. Or you know what I mean? Well, I'm not so comfortable now. Not a fan of OUR. I have that right. I can say I'm not a fan of it.
No, it's I just read something the other day. Oh, it was about Reyes, but I should probably keep my mouth shut. So that's what I'm gonna do.
I didn't know if you were talking to me or if it was feedback or what.
No, I was talking to you. I was talking about. Oh, you are.
Oh, I mean, it is alleged, and I've heard it more than one time, more than one source, that
Not always. Go
Melanie
ahead, sorry.
Pulowski allegedly worked for Tim Ballard, OUR, Operation Underground Railroad. Just Google them, check them out, see how many investigations they're under right now.
Just look at who is the journalist? Lynn Packer.
Yeah, Lynn Packer I love Lynn Packer. He was on
he's
Mormon
amazing.
Stories, Mormon Discussion, whatever. What's it called?
He was on Mormon Stories, and one thing he said, and maybe it wasn't that interview, maybe it was a different one, but he recalled talking to his uncle, Boyd Packer, and back then they talked about how this extremism was a problem and was going to be a problem.
Oh,
That's Boyd K. Packer that said that.
and so
That to
I don't
me
really
was
know what
just,
he
like,
did.
it hit me.
Was he a good guy or? I'm
Boyd
sure
Packer?
they're all good. I mean, they're not all crap.
It depends on how you look at it. If you do not like gay people, then he was great.
I just like humans.
If you do not like feminists,
people with
he was
integrity
great.
and who aren't, trying to scheme other people. That's as long as you're not trying to murder me or kill
The
me.
thing is the suicide rate in the church, especially with young men, and
But how long ago was that too? I mean,
they still talk about him. I think Packer died in 2015, or maybe that was McConkie. Someone can correct me. Packer was really intense, very intense, very. So he, Benson, and I would say McConkie, they were the type that really could rile people up and really get people going about preparedness. Like, they would have been people that Chad and those guys, they probably quoted him all the time. Probably all the time they quoted him. It just depends. I tend to, I loved President Hinckley.
And I didn't know that, and I feel bad because I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about Mormonism. I'm being dead serious. Like, I started with a neither here nor there.
I was right beside you, sister.
Right? And I was just like,
Right beside you.
I'm glad I researched on my own though. Nobody is telling me what to think or how to think, and I'm still forming. I'm still, and there are so many different parts of it. I'm sorry, I just cut you off and I went the whole other way with it.
No, me too. I mean, there's stuff I'm still learning, and
I just think that a man perverts religion. Period. That's what I'm getting down to. It's just like,
absolutely.
oh man, and people use it to fear monger other people, and this is across the board. I actually what? Oh, thank you, Kristen. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. So sweet. Oh, I forgot. I put my computer on top of a thing, so it's very dancy. Thank you. What was I saying? I watched a story yesterday about a woman she's a woman from Arkansas, I believe. She's right here. Oh man, I was all the way up at Zillima's son. Her name. Well, woo.
Oh yeah, the ISIS.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, was teaching her allegedly. Don't come get me. Wow, stand in line.
Yeah.
5 kids, teaching her 5 children to kill people, allegedly.
She's right where she needs to be.
Leading all female ISIS squad. And like, it wasn't her husband. She was more about that religion and that extremism. I was just like, holy crap.
You know, though, Kresha, and this is just my opinion on it, and doesn't mean a thing or matter to anybody, but there's a difference in somebody perverting a faith and then the lack of common sense that somebody like Zulema had. I mean, just
Or is she
just
playing? Is she
just
playing?
a little bit of common sense would have took that girl a long, long way. But honest to God, I don't think I've ever, after reading all those text messages, and that's just a small fraction of what's out there that we're still to get.
Exactly.
After reading all those text messages, how in the heck can you be that gullible and not catch on somewhere along the line? How is that possible?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, there is a
That's crazy. I mean, I'm
risk
listening.
of a.
My goodness.
Sorry.
I'm sorry too. I'm not. I was just letting y'all know I'm not good at this. Like, I'm trying to catch comments and then I suck at it. And then I'm trying to participate, not cut people off, but I'm horrible at it.
No,
Okay.
I'm terrible. There is a gullibility that is a problem in the church because you want to believe the best in everybody, and I think yes, she wanted to believe that she was powerful and like this really important person and part of the 144, and you know they were so convincing to her, but at the end of the day, that is not what the prophet was teaching. That is not what they learned when they were going to church. And so to me, it's like, you're full of shit, because there are very clear, like, if you are going off the rails, like, you never thought, maybe I should talk to my bishop about this. This is weird.
They talked about the bishop in there. Zulema for
Right,
sure.
but I mean, like, why didn't
Yes.
Zulema and Melanie, when before they started doing those fucking castings?
Because I think, what's his face? Gabe Bonilla was their effing bishop. And he's an enabler. In my opinion, Gabe, you're an enabler. You suck.
They all are. Everybody that knew them, that was friends with them, that went, and I'm talking about church friends, that was aware of what was going on. Mm-hmm. They're pieces of crap, in my opinion. Sorry, but they are. They're not victims, in my opinion, because when you're a victim, you didn't have a choice in a situation. These people had choices. Victims don't have choices.
I want
exactly
the thing Temple recommends. That's what I want, because that's what they want. They tooth and nail. They cling on to that damn thing like I need to cling on to the cross right now because I'm getting a little out of hand. But I mean, come on, I want their Temple recommends, because that is the only freaking thing they care about. Allegedly.
The only thing wrong with what Sister Donka said right there was Zulema wasn't CYA-ing it in those text messages. She may have been doing that in her interview, but she wasn't CIA-ing it whenever this was all going on. She was on board.
What is a CIA?
Covering your AWS.
Oh, okay. I'm like, is that CIA? What the hell? Okay.
Yeah, she may have been covering and trying to cover her tracks in her interviews, but you know, that's her text messages that we read, so she wasn't covering no ass in that. And those,
I think she's a freaking fake.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, you're this great healer, and you've got all these alleged, you know, gods and goddesses around you, and can have all these superpowers, can don't need an airplane to get back and can do Yet your son is a damn 25-year-old son is a mess. Go hug him.
Well, he's probably about 27 now.
Yeah, right.
Our kids, and I'm like, they're not freaking 2. You had your grandchildren around. Plastic Man. You brought your grandchildren into the same home with Dexter. You married him.
Yeah.
You suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, exactly.
You ride that thing till the sun sets. I'm gonna make you. You don't get a say. Too late.
It's not completely outside of the realm that she may have had something to do with him dying too. I've seen people
past these people.
I mean, nothing would surprise me at this point. After reading all this stuff, nothing would surprise me.
Yeah. And I mean, and we need to read it more, and we need to read it more than once, and listen to it more than once, and just really, because it's so much to get your head around. You're just like, what are they saying? What are they saying right now? And so it's foreign, and then you have to like lose 500 billion brain cells just to kind of get into their mindset. Who wants to do that? I know I do. Because I want to know. I'm nosy.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm
sorry. No. Go ahead. You were wrong.
I was just going to ask Jen. Does it mention anything about worshiping false idols in the Mormon Bible, Jen?
Yes. In the Book of Mormon, I believe it does.
I'm sure.
But even if it doesn't, like that would be like it would in the Bible, and I believe it's in the King James because I absolutely remember that.
Yeah, I know it's in the King James. I don't know if maybe it was worded different or something somehow different in the Book of Mormon.
No, I remember that. I remember that very strongly because
comment, Jean. I feel like that should be my last name, and I should pronounce it Panic.
Yeah.
But it's probably Panic or something like that. I'm telling you, look, you come here and like Hebert is a bear. Okay. So there you go. I'll throw y'all all off. Like when KJ was reading their names the other day, Mandy Leger, she was like Leaguer. And Kanan Todd, I forget how she said Trahan. I don't remember, but she was I was like shy. Anyways, Panic. Extreme team, Panic. That's right. I swear. I don't know. I want to do what I see everybody else doing. I want to be like the big kids. And I'm not. I just don't. I don't put it into a pretty little presentation. I'm messy. I'm just messy. I'm off the cuff. I don't like to put what I'm going to talk about because I'm going to talk about this damn case. You know.
You don't script anything, and
no, this is my life unscripted.
Unless it's a hearing or something. I mean, we just go where it goes.
But it's something I want to work on. It's something I do aspire, to be better at. That's not me right now. I'll get there when I'm ready.
There you go, Jenny.
Oh, sorry.
You plead the fifth.
Yeah. No, and I know someone said like that I sound muffled. It's because I'm on my earbuds. I'm sorry.
So Chelsea Jackman asked, how does the prophet fit into the idolatry? Did I say that right? Idolatry thing?
Yep.
Just curious.
I guess you
from
could,
a Mormon perspective. I'm sorry.
So I guess you could say it would be similar to Catholicism and the Pope. Like if you wanted to think of it that way.
I do.
I mean, the thing is like it's the only religion I was ever a part of. So for me, on the inside, I would say no. On the outside, I would say, well, yeah, plead the fifth.
Right.
So
Yeah, Nettie, they're good.
I love Jordan and McKay. They're really good.
And they did really good on Mormon stories also. And y'all, I actually got Mormon discussions to actually acknowledge me for the first time. I got acknowledged in a Mormon. Well, they were Mormon, but still, even people, Exmos, would not acknowledge me. Nobody would even, I would not, I'd never go there. I go there to learn. I go everywhere, except for the Satan part. I don't go there. Actually, I've looked. I've been like, what y'all doing over here? Okay. Nope.
I'm out. I'm bouncing.
It's a little better. Oh, they're doing way worse shit. I know. They're on their own stuff.
Sorry.
No.
The ex-Mormon community is it's
Pretty
cliquey too.
It is.
To be honest, I think it's cliquey. In my experience, it has been. So I think it's funny because it's like, okay, hypocrites.
I'm like, let me in, damn it.
Not Jordan and McKay. Sorry. I don't want anybody to think that because they've been really, really nice. And I've talked to them a few times. I was like, hey, does not come after you? And they're like, oh, no. I said,
they're just like, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I like the way they talk because they talk and they make sense. And I'm just like, I want to talk and make sense one day. It's okay. I will one day, but it's just still cool to hear them. But I've just been kind of going at these other ones, but I didn't know what the hell I was looking at. I was just reaching. I was just like, hey guys, what are y'all doing over here? And they're talking about all this stuff that I'm getting a way better sense of what they're talking about now. And I don't look like a freaking idiot. And they were unveiling Mavis, on Mormon discussion or whatever. And anyways, and I was just like, oh, that's so sweet, and I was just like, it's okay to be vulnerable. Oh. And then people were like, and I was like, see, I am human, damn it, I'm not a bitch. But I was just who did reach out to me though? And it's a new channel. I don't even know the guy, but I've just been watching some of his stuff because he's been interviewing like Jonathan Neville and Rod Meldrum. And anyways, his name is the channel name is Mormon Book Reviews. And he, in that Mormon discussions or whatever, he was like, I did email you. Did you get it? And I was like, no, haven't looked. And thank you for not ignoring me. But then I need to go look. So I don't really know what I wanted to ask him, but I was just reaching out. And now I don't know what to say, except
he hollered back at you.
Yeah, he did, but I need to know what to say back. Like, what did I want him for?
Kind of like what I did with Rich.
Kind of. I mean, I want to know, but I just want to pluck Rod Meldrum's brain and Jonathan Neville's brains, and not like that, but I just want to talk to people. I like talking to people. It's just like, I know you've heard their names, I know you've heard their names. Why are y'all so quiet? Mainly. Why is everybody so quiet? And nobody acknowledges them. And that's disturbing to me. To me, that's just like, it's made me have the envies for them for this long.
Well, I think the only thing they put out was a letter so far, ain't it?
Who? Oh, I'm not talking about the church. I ran across that little news article about the Orville LeBaron. I ran across that last night, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to talk about this. But where the church put out a public statement on that, I was just like, well, at least y'all got that.
That's what started it all for me.
Ex-members, and I'm just like, these were your members. And that's what I found confusing. That's the only thing I still find confusing. That's the only thing. I'm just like, wait, that behavior looks so familiar. Oh, okay. It's it's a pattern that I've noticed, and it's just like they're quiet. Lori and them are quiet.
Yeah.
Chad's quiet. His kids are quiet. Everybody's so quiet.
Cultural thing.
And I'm like, acknowledge these people. Like Christopher Parrott, talking all the smack he did. It's the picture of you and saying you eating crow. I want to see feathers. I want you to say, I'm sorry for being a jerk to to you, Kay, and you, Larry, and to all of America.
Not going to happen.
I know. And that's okay. That's not on me. That's on them. And that's what narcissists do. That's what they do. That are really small, tiny people,
Right. I mean, who
that?
who lets a group of people, including your mom and Larry, stand outside your house with an interview or with a television crew, doesn't come out and give them a hug, extend a hand, do anything?
They're just like, who goes there?
I mean, who?
Hector Sosa, like, he freaked out.
Hector went to
Stanley Painter.
He went back to his home. Yeah, exactly. He got out of Dodge. I think he's back now, though, ain't he?
I don't know. Does he have a green card?
Yeah, because they showed up at his house. Remember, his wife answered the door.
Her name's Tammy also.
And shoot him away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he got behind that keyboard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, maybe, before I say that, I should ask first. I'm assuming that they have outside cameras on the temples and stuff, Jen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they have good idea. Yeah, they have like their own, almost like a little military. They were gonna have a 30 or 60,000 square foot training facility. They have armed guards. They have cameras everywhere. That's why when people were like, "Oh, they sealed themselves in the temple," I was like, "How in the fuck did they do that?"
Yeah.
Like, you can't go in there. When my sister got married, I couldn't even fucking go in the lobby. I had to wave to her through the window.
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, they should have them.
You have some competition, Eric.
Can you imagine how much security footage from those cameras that is going to be played at the trial, though? Documenting them going in and out, in and out. And in that last dock dump, I still haven't figured out what they're talking
Didn't they
about.
say no, though? Did the church say no? That they weren't going to?
That's a different
church.
They
would just do an in-camera review?
That's a different church.
What are you talking about? No, it's not.
Mesa and... I don't know why I'm thinking the Mesa Temple and all that would be in the Freedom of Information Act. It wouldn't be there.
It would still be under Kurt McConkie. If Kurt McConkie said that they're not going to do anything but an in-camera review, that's what's going to happen.
No.
The dude behind it in the cameras, like
the in-camera review was done between the judge and the attorneys,
just without the public.
Yeah, without the public, it was sealed. But that's not footage of them going in and out of the church and.
That's good, Eric.
Inside the church or whatever, and if they subpoena that might not be the right. Or if they get a warrant
I
for
know.
that CCTV footage, church has to give it up.
I don't know about that because that has been in past lawsuits, and the church will dig their heels in and say, no,
Well,
it's freedom of religion. I mean, they really will. They've won lawsuits
but I mean, that's like,
against sex offenders. So I would be
God,
absolutely shocked as shit if
right?
we saw any footage of this. We won't. If they
We won't
do
see
release
inside.
it, we will not see it. They will not televise that shit. That is their sacred.
No.
It's very sacred to them.
I'm not talking about inside. I mean, that would be great, obviously, but
No.
I'm talking about them just as much as they went back. I'm talking about outside. I'm not. Yeah, I don't think we'll get
Right,
into
like
this.
security wise, like
Yeah.
somebody slips, and
Because there was in that last doc dump, it talks about Lori being showing up at the temple with somebody who wasn't supposed to be in there, and I've yet to figure out who that was.
I get what you're saying. Like Jen, how you couldn't be at your sister's wedding. I was about to say funeral.
They did change some policies though, like as far as like what you had to have a temple recommend for. I think they changed a couple things in like 2018 because I was looking at a picture and there were people not dressed in temple clothes, and I was like, what the hell? Like, are you supposed to be in? But I don't know specifically.
Yeah.
Even on the outside, though, I mean, I guess I could see him turning that over just so it looks like they cooperate.
Just to see their vehicles, even just to see how many times per day. I know she worked at the temple every Thursday.
It's in that doc dump. I mean, I don't know if they will or not, but
yeah, I don't think so either. And I mean, I respect that also. I really do. I don't want to see inside. I know that's sacred. And
no, I don't either. I mean, that's
right.
I've seen it. I mean, there's videos all over YouTube. You can see everything you want to see in there.
Right.
But
right.
I mean, would it be awesome to see what them two dumbasses was doing in there? Yeah, it'd be great. But
I know. You know how many times I've actually thought, I'm like, what if like, and this is just me thinking, but like I could just, I guess when that video came out or that audio or whatever of Lori saying, I did not have a murderous heart, that one. And I'm like, the hell you didn't. Anyway,
didn't have a heart dish.
Right. Anyways, I remember thinking, they said they got sealed in the temple, well, one hand poop in the other one. Okay. Right. That doesn't mean it's true because there's a lot, their boobs and anyways, all that doesn't mean it's real. So I'm just like, what if like Jason Mao was, and this is me in my fairy tale little head, okay? Jason Mao, I know you didn't do anything, allegedly. And I'm just like, what if he was like on a speaker and just like brainwashing her, just like, oh, Moroni, and just messing with her. I don't know. I could just, I don't know. It's probably, that sounds really innocent.
No, the thing is about this case, as I've seen, is nothing would shock me. Like, I can't say no to everything. I can just tell you, like, that I would be very shocked. But honestly, like,
it's okay.
There's just so much that has happened that it's like, I don't know, because I would have never thought they would have gone away with the casting. I would have never thought that, they would have done what they did.
Why did they have to
text messages?
The church? And that's anger. You know what I mean? That's
well deserved.
Pervert everything,
right?
And not just the Mormons, not at all. Everybody who believes in Jesus Christ, they blasphemed that, perverted that. They pervert everything that they touch, see, have crossed paths with. I mean, they have just, just been on this warpath. I mean, since they fell out of their incubator. You know what I mean? Ugh.
And the thing is, and I know that I've blown a gasket on your lives once before and dropped the F bomb because of something that didn't suit me about it. But I'm not. I'll just repeat what I've said since. I'm not painting with a broad brush because these are. Do I agree with everything they do or think? But not the cult side of it. The with this bunch. But
Right. That's what I'm saying. They perverted that.
yeah, I
None,
mean,
none of these people, none of the leaders, none of that. That's these are people that are just outside, but they still could, and they still can make changes so that this doesn't happen again. Because
right.
if monkey see, monkey do, and if there's no repercussions, like taking freaking
Yeah,
temple, I want
exactly.
their temple recommends. I do.
And that's why what caused me to blow a gasket when I first started coming on with you was you know
I mean, it takes a while to figure out what even gets to these people, the perverted ones, and it's that. Because I
and
mean,
so, yeah
murdering, it's worth. I mean, give me my temple recommend, or I'm gonna start murdering people. Basically, is what she said,
yeah,
and that's
you have the right to to practice whatever religion or
it could be
faith you
Luciferian.
believe in, whatever God you believe in, or whatever devil you believe in, and
Mhm.
everything in between there. You're going to
Yeah.
meet the maker one of these days, and he'll be the one to judge you. But what
Mhm.
you don't have the right to do is kill five effing people.
Right.
That's
I
and
agree.
that's
We
where I have the problem with the church. You're not doing anything
are
to
they though?
even
Very
try to figure this out.
I don't know, and I won't know because they're not very
Right
transparent
there,
with it.
right there, Sand Willow.
Exactly. You're right. That is exactly.
That is
Yep.
1,000% on point.
We have to get comfortable talking about uncomfortable things, or there will never be a change. If there's nothing wrong, um, if we never point these things out, if we never punish people, or make them accountable, if we never hold people accountable for what they're doing, what they've done, what they are going to do, it's going to keep happening, and it's getting worse.
Yeah.
It's not like people are on the up and up. No, we're like horrible. Society is just gross now.
And
It's weird.
to make it even worse is you have three that I can think of right off the top of my head, and everybody knows. You had
Yeah.
three get immunity. So they're not even going to get published from the law side of it, or published. I'm sorry.
They
They're
can
not even going to
they're
get.
gonna get published, I'm sure.
They're not
That's a
going to get charged,
thing.
from the law side of it. So it's like the double-edged sword that cuts both ways. The church isn't doing anything to punish anybody. The law isn't doing anything to punish Melanie P, Melanie Gibb, or Zulema, who were all three eyeball deep in this shit. Don't care what anybody says.
No,
They
you're
were
right.
all in, but they knew more. They know more. Ain't nobody gonna make me believe that. But I will say this: I didn't think at the time, but I do feel now that Melanie Pulaski is going to flip. I do. I
You think
do feel that way. Yeah, I absolutely do
because she's
because
gonna be
they.
all like she said she would.
Yeah, yeah. She'd go to prison before she would flip. Nah, you ain't going to prison. You're going to flip, old girl, or you will go to prison. You ain't going out like that.
I
You ain't
concur.
gangster. So stop it. Stop playing. That's why she wasn't charged in Arizona, in my opinion,
I
because
hasn't
it
been
makes
charged anywhere.
it makes no sense for Chad, Lori, and Alex to scheme up this big plan to go kill Brandon Boudreaux. And only them three, one of them's dead. So it leaves Lori and Chad to get charged. That makes no sense at all.
The $1 million. Yeah, oh, yeah. I see what you're saying about Melanie Pulowski. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, girl, we were born at,
One night, but it wasn't last night.
yeah, there you go. Thank you. And yeah, you're right, Rowan. It's nice to see you. Use immunity. Yeah. Doesn't mean that, yeah, I get that.
No, well, I mean,
I don't understand why they get immunity either.
well, that's the thing.
What immunity for the COVID? Then they can have immunity for these buttholes.
Yeah,
Pardon my French.
and I'm just basing that off of what I just said, man. I mean, they're gonna just them three are just gonna go off and kill,
Yeah.
try to kill Brandon without her any knowledge of it. I'm gonna tell you right now, 100 hand to God and Bible, I would cut 3 fingers off my hand for them 3 to get charged. That's thirsty.
That's pretty hardcore there, Bub. Not your
I
middle one.
really dislike him. Really dislike him.
Yeah, Melanie Gibb kind of did become Sweet Melanie, in my opinion. When there's the race of the 3, Zalima, Melanie, and Melanie, the males from hell, I call them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't like any of them. I wish they would just cancel each other out. I wish they would just be like, and just cancel out. But it doesn't work like that. The Melanies, she's always struck me to be really, like, I kind of feel a sense that she's probably maybe even a little more skilled than her aunt. That's what I've always gotten. She's not innocent. In my
I have a
opinion.
victim's advocate.
In my
I need a
opinion.
victim's advocate because I'm lying to the cops right now.
Yeah.
Everybody needs an
Give me a
advocate.
break.
Put your cuffs on, bitch. I got your advocate right there.
Right.
Just the fact that she was like, I have court papers, signed court papers, and it's like,
I listen to
dude,
that.
anyone that has been through a divorce or custody knows that you're full of crap because the judge freaking notarized. Everything is notarized and stamped, and like, you guys know if you've ever gone through that, like,
Yeah.
it's obvious.
The mediator,
something
and
is
you're like,
court ordered.
"Get the papers." And I mean, it freaks me out that they showed up in a 2020 Kia Telluride. First of all, that's what I wanted for once. I was like, ooh, I finally like a vehicle. And then there they went, pervert and stuff. Things I like.
Yeah.
Anyways, it started there. But I mean, I was watching that video right before I came on, and I'm sitting there watching her and he's like, ma'am, shut up. And I'm just like, oh God, thank you. And I know we all are just like, yes.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It is. And then, but the way she just kept grinding on the cop. Well, how do I know? Because I'm freaking telling you, crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then you're there in black clothes. You're there in a different vehicle. Why? Where's Uncle Al's truck? What the hell does Melanie Pulowski drive, by the way? Besides a plumbing truck.
What does Melanie drive?
Yeah, because I've never seen anything.
Lord, I haven't. Well, she drove that car that had blood all up inside of it at one time.
Huh?
She drove that car that had all the blood inside of it, and front seat and the back seat in the middle.
Nissan Rogue.
Yeah. Thank you. I couldn't think of it.
Everybody drove that sucker.
Right. Yeah, Kobe got the hot potato on that one.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Anyways, I've sat here and just recently thought about this. Oh, thank you, Linda. Oh, thank you. I thought about this recently, just going, I'm like, why are they there? After the cop already told them the day before.
Yeah.
Because they are entitled, and because
Nobody
away
makes
with it. And I'm sorry, like, I'm going to piss people off, but she's a typical White Lady Relief Society entitled Karen. And that is how they talk to police officers, and it's bullcrap. And I was so glad when he yelled at her, because I was like, I'm sick and tired of like people thinking that they can talk to cops a certain way just because they're white. And they're like a white Relief Society president. It's like BS to me.
Yeah.
Like, treat him with respect. I don't care. Treat him with respect.
I don't know. I kind of like, that was the only bad cop action I got out of this whole thing. And it wasn't even the data dump. It was the one you went and picked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were funny
American
when we
Fork?
were there.
Or
Yeah, it
Spanish.
was American Fork,
American
and we go in there, and Michelle didn't have her mask, but she had been vaxxed, and so she was like, "Don't worry, I've had all my shots." And of course, they thought she was hilarious, because everyone thinks she's hilarious. But yeah, they were nice. I mean, this is American Fork, Utah. Like, those guys were like, "What the heck, man? Why would you do that? This speed limit here is 30." You know, like, it was just the way she talked to him was, you just don't do that unless you're entitled, unless you feel like you can get away with stuff.
And that's exactly how she feel, and you can hear it and see it. And that she really thought that she was going to force that cop to do whatever that she wanted him to do. And thank God that he had a set and said, "Nah, sorry, hon, it don't work like that."
He was not having it.
No, not at all.
But he was patient for a long time. It took him a
Yeah.
while to get like
And
that pissed.
But like, she wore that other one down. She wore the other cop down.
Yeah.
And he
No,
was just
okay.
he was laughing at her, and just I did too. And I watched it again right before I came on Carrie. I'm probably gonna watch it when I get off. And because it is funny. It's funny. Finally, it's just, I know it's very little, but take it. I think we all will. I just keep looking like I'm possessed. I'm not. I'm tired. But
Yeah.
Good night, Mama.
I better go because
it's 9 o'clock.
I'm
gonna turn into a
No, don't go.
I got a class of class.
Wait, what's tomorrow? It's still never wearing.
Monday.
We can do another one tomorrow, and like, I don't know. I mean, I know Jen, not you. I know, but you can pop on anytime.
Yeah, I can listen, kind of, sort of.
Just or whenever you have the time. I know you are busy, and I feel like I'm going to school too.
And I forget, and I do apologize to you guys. I do forget that
I'm here.
actually do have a life outside of.
I don't. Your BIATCH.
Oh no! Like, I just feel bad. I can't answer. Like, really, I don't feel like I have a life. I have like.
But you will.
I
It's
hope
called
so.
sacrifice, and
Give
legit.
me about 4 more weeks, 3 or 4 more weeks, and I may be a little bit less burned out. So, but yeah, I'll go. I miss you guys, and I will at least listen, hopefully.
I'm sorry. I think we both timed that out at the same time.
We did.
I'm sorry, Jen.
Oh,
I was listening, but we were attacking the same Russian at the same time. We do this a lot. We're both like, pew, and then
Ironically, it almost says Chernobyl.
That's so weird.
And so we let it get away when neither one. My hands are here. But thank you, Jen. I'm glad you came. Yeah. I'm glad that everybody here came tonight and came visit with us. And I know we're a little, but there's no reason we can't talk about it. There's no. It's definitely not an attack ever. I just don't. I don't know. It's just the only way to find things out is to ask questions and then You're
Right. And like I said, I don't, or I hope I've made it clear that I'm not attacking the whole church or whatever, but
right.
turning the other cheek to it,
You can be
that's
mad
not,
at things.
I'm sorry, I have a problem with that. You can't turn your cheek to this kind of stuff.
Right. Because then it'll happen again.
Yeah.
And again, and it'll just get continuously
If
worse.
people, this is what I say, and then I'll be like, bye bye, drop the bomb and go.
You just go in the whole
People
street.
have a problem with it. If it's offensive, then you need to look at that because that's on you.
Right.
Because nobody has ever said that
no,
the
nobody's
church
wrong.
is like, I've heard a lot worse things come from people about the church than I think I've ever said. All I've done and all of you guys have done is say, is ask questions and criticize decisions.
I think
That's
that's
different than
Everybody-
criticizing the church and a belief system. A decision, a behavior is far different. I'll criticize decisions and behaviors, but I typically will not say like, "Oh, Mormons are so," because they're not, and it's their belief system, and that's fine.
your children, and it's your niece, it's your nephew, it's your grandson, it's your granddaughter, it's your daughter, your son, your brother,
Mom.
I don't ever want. She went no, but still, it
No,
was
I mean,
grandson or your
Tammy.
mom. That's,
Tammy. Yeah.
yeah, I get what you're saying now. I'm sorry. I thought you were like mom alert.
Yeah.
And,
No, that was the perfect way to clarify that, Jen. Thank you for saying that.
And
I'm not smart enough to come up
everybody in
with.
here knows that. I know that because I don't know. That's just it's been pretty regular the whole time, And
Well, you don't.
as society,
I know because sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I know it because I've done it. I've felt persecuted because that's a cultural thing, and I've gone. I've reacted strongly when I was still practicing, and I didn't understand. Like, this is a problem with this country. Like, people don't understand that stuff doesn't equate to judging or hating. Like, It's not an attack. Stop thinking everyone's attacking you because it's not happening.
It took me a long time to learn that in the beginning. Like, even with myself, I'm like, wait, why am I being defensive? So if I'm being defensive, that means it's on me, like if I'm getting all over whatever, in life, period. If something bothers me, then that's on me. That's something I need to go reflect off of.
That's probably a fair point by April Passy too. We don't know that they haven't pulled.
I don't care. I've talked about this before, and excommunication is not a law. That's something within churches, when they excommunicate members, that has no, I don't know.
They can get baptized in a year. If they were excommunicated, they can go back in a year and they can get baptized as long as they do.
One of September 6th for sure. Raheem Gileadi. He was one of the September 6th, and he got, I call it recommunicated, but I know it's something else.
Well, they apologized to him and they included him. They didn't even excommunicate.
Oh, well, in the Wikipedia or whatever. That's the only fact I had memorized, Jen. I'm joking.
No, they changed that Wikipedia. A lot of companies will do that.
I didn't know that things updated all the damn time. I'm just like, I saw it there one time, and so it's there. Yeah.
I never thought about
that. And so I'm sure we're not finished learning.
Yeah. And I agree with April Passy where she says, how do you know the church has done nothing? And I was actually going to say that earlier, that we don't know because they won't. It's the secrecy or the sacredness. It's that's the issue, right? Because if they said like,
it means nothing.
Not knowing.
But here I am saying I want to go pluck their temple recommends, but I want to pluck them, and I want to be like, say ma'am. I'm joking.
They
No,
please.
All right, I'm gonna go now.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I was here, and I will talk to you guys later.
Love you.
Love
All
you.
right.
Don't forget about me.
Don't forget about
Don't forget about me. I'm gonna just end it here because
It's crazy. Oh my goodness. I miss all y'all. I do. And so look, for real, if I do want to like go through these things, but I need a compadre. Are you my huckleberry?
I'm your huckleberry.
All right. We got a winner.
I'm your huckleberry.
I do. I want to. I had printed out the first 200 pages. I'm like, okay, I'll just do it in spurts. That way,
Right.
I don't shock my printer. Anyways, but I just kind of want to go over them. I mean, I print them out for me because I'm better with paper, looking at paper than I am chasing a damn computer screen. But I mean, I just kind of want to just go through them because we could go through them 500 times and catch something different every time.
Absolutely.
Something I've been wanting to do. I know we all have. So, I don't know, but maybe a little earlier. I don't. It's up to you.
You tell me.
What do y'all think? 5 or 6? 5 or 6 Central Time. 5 or 6 Central Time, or later. What do y'all think? I don't know. Let me know, and then I'll schedule it, and then we'll just start at page 100.
Okay. Well, let's do it 7 Eastern. How's that?
See, thank you. That sounds great. That's great. Right. I wonder if they pay their 10%. That's what I was thinking on Zalima's money that Alex left him. I was thinking, did she pay her tithing on that? I bet she didn't want to.
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
That was the other thing, and that struck me in that document, and then I'll shut up. But if you notice that Zalima didn't start complaining about money until after they killed Charles. She didn't have she didn't have no complaints about money until after July 11th.
Awesome.
And then 2, 3, 4 times after that, she starts complaining to Lori about money. Right?
Shocker. Huh.
So,
she was manifesting.
Yeah. That was one of the things that I actually been meaning to tell you about now, and I just forgot. I ain't gonna lie, I forgot about it.
That's an interesting pattern. I haven't picked up on that, and that's pretty significant if you ask me.
And I remember just guessing. I remember Laura responding with "life's hard" or "like it's tough" or something like that. You know.
So when was she more fluent with her Venmos, Lori? We'll see if they tie together time wise. That would be interesting.
I thought
money was always flowing for her, pretty much.
I didn't remember seeing anything from. You mean Venmo from Zalema and Lori?
I mean, like, I know that Lori sent some Venmos and stuff. I just kind of see, you know how you notice a pattern, so let's tie that sucker in.
And if also, speaking of the Venmo, you remember Charles telling Lori that he was done paying Kobe's bills.
Mm-hmm.
If you go look at all that Venmo,
that's what I'm saying.
Was in that dump. Everybody got their money except that month that Charles said that about Kobe. Or no, I shouldn't say everybody got their money, but there was Venmo'd everybody except Kobe that month.
That's weird.
Like, wow.
No, that's weird. I don't know. We'll have to check it out, We'll have to do what we all do. And that's just put our nose down to it, and that's all we can do is just try to make sense out of it. It is nice to have the help. Can you imagine how many years this would have taken? I mean, how many lifetimes? Good
Oh,
night,
it's,
Kathy. Thank you for anybody that did moderated.
thank
You.
you,
I always
Cassie.
forget. I always forget.
What's Jennifer Diane think needs to be live streamed? At Bo Peep. What's that?
Dress nicely to watch it and have drinks together. What are you? Y'all are not having no damn party. I think it needs to be live streamed. What? I don't know. These things go by way too fast for me, and I mean, really, it's slow. Can you imagine if they really were fast? I'm just not one of those people. I used to be really good at.
I watch trials on Law and Crime Channel on my computer. My God,
Oh God,
that can just about send you into a seizure if you ain't careful. Trying to
oh,
keep up with it.
thank you, Nettie.
Nettie.
Thank you so much, San Willow, and oh my God, I can't think of the other name. I can.
What?
Oh my gosh, it's on my. I can't. Thank you, thank y'all for the donations. I appreciate it. But I can't think of the other name.
Couldn't figure out what you was talking about.
I'm sorry. I took y'all all down with that. I apologize. I'm gonna get better at this.
Jennifer
Oh, my
Diane.
way. Oh, we gotta get Jason out of the hospital. Yeah. Oh, anyways, I miss my pain in my ass. I tell you what. It's all fun and games until they go to the hospital and you're like, all right, come back. But thank y'all for the prayers and just for being here. Thanks for sharing, Eric.
Thanks for letting us vent. And
yeah, this is great. It's great.
Right. So tomorrow at 7 work for you? My
yes,
time?
sir. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm not going to get up from this computer. I'm just going to go ahead and schedule it. I'm not even going to have a thumbnail up yet. I'm just going to go ahead and schedule it. That way, then I can migrate to my bed.
All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Thank you, Kresha. Love you.
Thank you so much. I love all
See you
y'all.
tomorrow.
Love always wins. Keep on not
Rocking.
looking. Bye, guys. Thank you.